So let's have a look at what is your money personality. If you just want to click on that link that is there, that's going to open you up to a larger browser, which is going to bring this money personality quiz up now. Okay, so it's going to ask you, what is your money personality? Then it's going to say question 1. So you've got 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D. Question 2, A, B, C, or D. So as you can see, as it goes down, once you get to question 7, it's going to say which A, B, C, or D are you mostly. So you might have answered A in a few, or you might have answered D, but which one are you mostly? Because that's going to give you an idea of which personality you're going to fall within. So let's actually have a look at what these work out to be. So if you posted mostly Ds, this is what we call the avoider category. When it comes to money, you've pretty much got your head in the sand. Thinking about money sends a shiver up your spine, and you prefer really not to think about it. You probably don't have a good handle on money going in and out each month, and you've done very little thinking about your future. Go with the flow, and things just sort themselves out. So here, if you find yourself in the avoider category, the first thing is awareness. Self-awareness is really powerful. It gives you consciousness about your blind spots, and it will help lead you in the right direction. And of course, you can get support, maybe even outsource to an advisor or a budgeting or a financial well-being coach. So if you find yourself in the mostly C category, this is what we call the category of spenders. Now, only 6% of the group put themselves into this category just here. You like nice things, new gadgets, latest clothing. You could be a big spender who is comfortable spending money, doesn't fear debt, makes bold decisions. Or you could be a shopper who loves spending regularly and shops just for the fun of it. Either way, it's fair to say you often get to the end of the month and wonder where all your money has gone. Try to focus your efforts on saving your money, learn the philosophy behind successful saving plans, and try to incorporate some of these philosophies into your own. If spending is something you do to compensate for areas of your life you feel like are lacking, think about what these might be and look at trying to change them. When you channel your energy into savings, you have another opportunity to think long term. Look at the slow and steady gains as opposed to high risk, quick win scenarios. So it's about the emotion. It's changing how you are linked or how you are tagged to the way you feel about money. If you really want to challenge yourself, consider all the merits of scaling back. If you find yourself in the mostly B category, which is where 32% of our audience has identified as, this is what we call the saver category. Savers are the exact opposite of spenders. They're quite risk adverse. Savers are very conscious about their money. They tend to be risk averse. You turn your lights off when you leave the room. You close the refrigerator door to keep the cold in. You tell the family to put on a jumper before you turn on the heater. You buy only what you need, and the credit card in your wallet is for emergencies only. Savers generally have little to no personal debt. You're not worried about keeping up with the latest trends because you get more satisfaction from looking at the bank balance of your account than by buying a new pair of shoes. So there is one downside to being in the saving category, and that's obviously inflation and the return that you get for your money. And in order to achieve your long-term goals, you may need to think about investing. While minimizing risk is an investor's prime goal, minimizing risk while maximizing return is the key to investing success. If you find yourself in the last category, which is where 58% of our audience found themselves, investors here are very aware of their money. So it's what we call the investor category. You understand your financial situation and try to put your money to work. You hope that one day you will have the passive investments that will provide you the bulk of your income. You think about your decisions through carefully and are conscious of choosing investments with the appropriate risk profiles. You are making steady progress towards your long-term goals. You can be frugal at times if it means making your plans happen, but you can also spend money when it makes sense to do so. I think the bottom line here is that you may not be able to change your personality, but you can at least acknowledge it, address the challenges it represents. Managing your money involves self-awareness. Knowing where you stand will allow you to modify your behavior to achieve your desired outcomes. You are quite possibly in the prime of your life, around your time of greatest earning potential. And it's also likely that you have the highest costs with mortgages, cost of kids, school fees, and different things like that. Today, we're going to look at some different things you can do with your money to make the most out of it and potentially get ahead for the future.